can score. It's all about the emotion.
The SuperSport Rugby Challenge has been a phenomenal success, and the tournament drew to a close last weekend. The final was contested between Western Province and Griquas in Cape Town on Sunday, and we bring you those highlights after the break. SuperSport and the South African Rugby Union joined forces to bring the SuperSport Rugby Challenge to life, and based on the positive feedback received from the inaugural tournament, this symbiotic alliance has proven useful in helping to grow the sport in the country.
The team at SARU are our partners in this competition. We couldn't do this competition without their support, without their buy-in, and without their input. So this competition is actually a joint initiative between SuperSport and SARU. So everything that we do has the full blessing of SARU. And it's important, you know. They run rugby in South Africa. We are here to provide support to grow rugby in South Africa.
We won, it was based on the disky that soccer has. And we looked at what he'd done for soccer, and we took a chance. And the chance had paid off. And we have to thank our sponsor, SuperSport, for allowing us to take it to the communities and to achieve what we have achieved over the past few months.
For both organizations, the value brought and the level of success achieved by the tournament has surpassed expectations, particularly at a community level.
I think it is a great initiative. You know, there's a number of benefits we receive from this. One, we've taken it back to the communities. We have now a new spectator base that we can work from.
But we could never have anticipated that the public would love the tournament so much. I mean, some of the crowds that we're getting across different venues in this country have been absolutely phenomenal, you know.
You know, we've taken rugby to communities that haven't seen provincial rugby in many, many years.
And they've helped to shape our thinking of what we need to do to grow the competition even more for next year.
And it's part of our growing the game. You know, we need to get into the communities. We need to create local heroes for kids to aspire to. And we've just done that, and it worked out very well. The other important aspect of this tournament, we started playing rugby on Sundays, which is the non-traditional rugby. And we've got a good response by the spectators, because now there are families now participating in the games.
Rugby unions and clubs have embraced the SuperSport Rugby Challenge. Players welcome the additional game time and the thrill of playing before large crowds. Young, new commentators have been unearthed, and we've trained interns in the broadcast industry. Clearly, this exercise has proven a fertile ground for creating a multitude of opportunities.
With life, it's about experiencing things firsthand. Then you decide. You know, when you experience something new, it'll either ignite a love for it, or it'll reaffirm the fact that this is not meant for you. So these sort of exercises afford us the opportunity to actually spread the gospel of the sport and hopefully of broadcasting as such. And if you can do the two in one go, then I think then I believe it's a very successful and worthwhile effort.
In these careers, you have to learn on the job. You can't learn in the classroom only. You have to get hands-on practical experience, you know? And we can't throw somebody into working in a Super Rugby game or a Currie Cup match. They have to start somewhere. And this competition gave us that opportunity to give opportunities to young people that are hungry, that are passionate about sports and the broadcasting industry, to get their hands dirty and to learn on the job and to make mistakes and to learn. That's how you learn.
MultiChoice is committed to transforming and developing the broadcast industry in South Africa. And since 2012, the MultiChoice Enterprise Development has supported more than a dozen businesses, contributing to their growth. One of those companies is Durban-based Geller Productions, which was tasked with producing the weekly magazine program that you're watching now, and is another example of how the SuperSport Rugby Challenge has positively impacted South African sport and society.
Ever since Geller Productions was under the MultiChoice Enterprise Development Program, it has actually helped the company to grow in terms of us having to do a lot more work for SuperSport. We send our cameramen to actually go and cover some of the most prestigious international sporting events, such as the Olympics, the Cricket World Cups, the Soccer World Cups, the UEFA Champions Finals, So those are some of the events that we've been involved in, and also not forgetting the Lorries Awards.
Gela Productions, through being involved with the SuperSport Rugby Challenge, has also been able to train emerging talents in the broadcast industry.
We have had the pleasure to also, ourselves as a company, to employ young people who are coming out from the universities. And one of those employees is Vuyani.
During the SuperSport Rugby Challenge, my job was to go out there on the field and cover all these non-live games from all different community grounds from all the provinces in South Africa. So at first, for me, it was a challenge because I was exposed to a whole different world of having to travel to places I've never been to before. So I had to arrive at the stadiums, had to find the highest platform where I can place my camera. I also have to make sure that I'm in the center of the field so I can provide best coverage throughout the whole game. I had to shoot the whole game, and have to do the interviews with the coaches, two of the coaches, and sometimes with the captains of both teams. At the end of the game, I'll have to go and log and capture the footage, and I'll have to cut it and edit it and package it and make a highlights package of the whole game. After I'm done editing the highlights package, I would send it to the editor who can include it into the next week magazine show.
Vuyani has grown considerably by being given the opportunity to train during the intensive 3-month-long tournament, for which he is grateful.
Oh, it was a great honor to be a part of a SuperSport Rugby Challenge because I was given the privilege to travel to places I've never been to before. And it helped me gain more confidence in myself to go out there alone and actually get the job done. And at the same time, I actually had to learn this new rugby sport, of which I can say right now maybe it's my second favorite sport. But it was a great experience overall, and I'm very grateful for that.
Given the success of the inaugural SuperSport Rugby Challenge, it's evident that this tournament is going to be a regular feature of the South African rugby calendar for years to come.
We're committed to rugby in South Africa. We're committed to upskilling and uplifting young people in South Africa. So I foresee this competition going from strength to strength every year.
I think next year it will be bigger. I think we like what we've seen, taking it to the traditional rugby, club rugby fields and back into communities, and we'll continue doing that. And I think that's next year. You won't see it in the traditional big stadium, but you'll see it at community fields.
What a wonderful effort that is. It had to... Wonderful try. Dramatic scenes here. Beautifully weighted kick. And the try has been scored.